So numbers are hypothetical. I know you're already, oh man, like $700,000. Um, all right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. This is Sean Pierce, the realtor. Man, today we're going to be talking about the Toronto market versus the Calgary market. Should you invest in Toronto or should you invest in Calgary? All right, so this video is mainly for people that have this kind of professions where you can actually, move from city to city or like town to town, essentially like work remotely or, essentially move from a big city to another big city and, easily find a job. So, talking about like physicians, construction workers, IT professionals. Are you a tech bro? I know there is a lot of you out there. All right, nurses, electricians, plumbers, and yes, even real estate agents. Yes, there is a lot of things. Essentially, with the pandemic happening, a lot of people now can work, from home or remotely. And I know I did a little bit of research, and I know that all these professions, you could pretty much, you know, if you know your stuff, you could pretty much find a job in any big city, right? So this is why we're gonna jump into this video and check out what you can get pretty much for the same price in Toronto versus Calgary. Um, why am I doing this? I've lived in Toronto. I've lived outside of Toronto, um, and I know the market there. And I've lived here in Calgary. So, um, long story short, I don't regret it. I think moving to Calgary is a great thing. But you may like it, you may not like it out here. So, let's go through the pros and cons and see. You know, if you want to know more, you can always reach out to me. I'll give you my 2 cents. No, probably like more like 10 cents. But yeah, you can reach out to me. We can talk more, and I can let you know, my full experience. And but without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So we're here looking at one property that just it's actually in Toronto. Just actually hit the market actually for they're asking $700,000. Just hit the market 17 hours ago. But yeah, so numbers are hypothetical. I know you're already, oh man, like $700,000. But yeah, numbers are hypothetical. You could be buying property with yourself, by yourself, or with your partner, or numbers are also hypothetical. What I mean by that is you can actually scale up or down. So essentially, if you're looking at a property that's like 450, $500,000, which may be a little tricky to find one property like that in Toronto. But essentially, if you scale down to $500,000, you're gonna have a condo probably with lower end finishings or a little older, or not exactly in Toronto, but coming on the other side in Calgary for the same amount of money, you'll be getting something like townhouse, right, which is a higher segment and comes with a premium, of course. But yeah, let's kind of jump into this one real quick. Let's check it out and see how it compares to other properties here in Calgary. So yeah, pretty much you know nothing too fancy. Just one bedroom and a den. 1+1 means one bedroom and a den. Um, and we have a bathroom, right? One bathroom. They don't really specify how big it is in terms of square footage, so it's minimum 600 square feet and tops 700 square feet. It's somewhere in between there. Um, Pretty brand new as well. So built between now to 5 years, 5 years ago, not too long ago. And property taxes. Property taxes are about $1,576 a year. Another thing to put into consideration is you have no parking. You have no parking in this unit, so that's quite a big deal if you drive a car, or if you work outside of Toronto and you want to live in Toronto. So this is something you want to look into. You could possibly find some buildings nearby where you can actually rent a parking spot, or find some arrangements. But this may be a little bit not really convenient for some people that have cars. But if you're living in Toronto and doing everything in Toronto, maybe you don't even need a car, because a lot of times you have public transport that's already really well established. And coming down here, really not a whole lot. Hardwood flooring, You have central AC, so that's a plus. The other big thing here is the $700 condo fee monthly, right? So $702.63. See what that comes to in a year, right? Actually, I did the math already. So 702.63 times 12 brings you up to about $8,400 a month. No, a year. About $8,400 a year in condo fees, and that is on top of your mortgage, right? So whatever your mortgage monthly payment is going to be, I don't know, 3 grand, 4 grand, maybe something like that. You're going to add on $700 a month, um, and that's about it. Let's look inside. Let's see how it looks like outside. Really neat. Looks like they took the pictures when there was no snow, so it looks really, really nice. Good curb appeal. Medium rise, maybe, yeah, medium rise build. Um, yeah, entrance is nice and sleek, nice and clean. Tall doors here, right, and then nice finishings inside. High end finishings. Got a little island, so this is gonna serve as both an island and as your dining area because it doesn't have a dining table area because it's just about 700 square feet, so it's um, pretty tight. Got your microwave, your oven in here, and um, your stove up here. Sink, pretty good size. Um, yeah, coming down here, just storage and um, cabinets and all that. Um, yeah, this is your living room, right? So this is the living room. You pretty much have a little bit of a view outside of the city, but yeah, this would work really nice for like a single person, right, or like a small family, like with no kids, right? I think you can definitely, try and fit a king size bed in here, but you won't have. You will be kind of tight, also. Probably a queen would be like really ideal, but still, double bed fits in really good. You got your closet here. You got a nice view of the city too. Your outlets for the AC there. Um, Actually looks wider. It looks bigger from this angle. Um, yeah, this is your den. This is pretty much your office if you work from home. Um, to all my tech guys out there, you'd be doing all your meetings from in here, or um, your washroom, laundry. Nice view of the city, actually. Daytime, nighttime looks even better. Um, ni- Nice little common area. I actually like this. This is one thing I like about condos, that you have a common area where you can go down, and sometimes they'll be having events and you can even socialize with the people in your building. Um, this is one perk of owning a condo, essentially also downtown Toronto. Um, but um, we'll go to Calgary in a minute. This is a little gym, um, and that's about it. All right, now let's see what we got in Calgary. All right, so yeah, so essentially the same price point, 699 versus $700,000. Same price point. 4 bed, 3.5 bath, right off the bat. Bigger, um, bigger in general. 1,600 square feet. This does not include the basement. It's a 2025 brand new home, never occupied, never occupied. 2,800 square foot lot. It's a pretty big lot actually, and the 9 foot ceiling right inside. So we'll see what it looks like inside. But in general, let's see if there is anything that stands out. A separate entrance, right? So you could actually rent this out um, to someone, and they don't have to come upstairs to where you live. They just have their own door, full finished basement. That's a plus. You can actually use that as a mortgage helper and rent it out. Double car garage. It comes with a double car garage here. I'll just have to reload this one real quick. Double car garage here. Um, So you can park two cars inside and two cars right here outside. Um, so four cars in total, right? High ceilings, kitchen island, like the condo there, quartz counters, walk-in closet. That's cool. Um, yeah, and it has four-piece bathroom in the basement, a game room in the basement, a bedroom, and the furnace are in the basement. Okay, perfect. Let's look at it. They didn't specify the tax amount. Usually, properties like these go for anywhere between 4,000 to $4,500 a year, um, and no condo fee because this is a detached property. Definitely, the tax amount could be a little more, but I think you're getting a bit more value here. Let's see what it's offering here. They're still doing the landscaping. It's a, new build, but right off getting inside, a lot, pretty spacious here. You got your half bath down here, sliding doors. 9-foot ceiling, really tall, right? You see how tall the door is and how tall the ceiling is, right? Nice flooring here, and you have your little island there. Right here beneath it, the light is the dining area, and this will be your living room. Um, Nice kitchen, dishwasher, brand new appliances. Sunlight coming in is a plus. No carpet down, but carpet up. It's actually it's actually a bonus room, so you could actually use this as a living room, or if you have kids, just as a playing room also. Um, or if you don't like having your TV downstairs, you can have a TV up here. Totally up to you. And then coming in here, bedroom, master bedroom with the ensuite, walk-in closet. And this is massive. Look at that, right? For the same mortgage, remember, guys. And here you're walking into your your ensuite, four-piece ensuite, brand new. Second bedroom, right? Third bedroom, shared bath, pretty big enough. I wish they had a double vanity because I feel like they had enough space to do it, but they chose not to. But still, pretty big island here and a lot of space for storage, and a big mirror as well. So it's a big plus. Uh, you know, and then you have your rough-ins for the laundry, and coming down, we have the basement, right? So this is a little bit of room down here in the basement. You have your living. This is actually a bedroom. This is the bedroom in the basement, the one bed. Pretty decent sized windows as well, so you still get a lot of sunlight coming in through to the basement. Yeah, and this is the one bath down in the basement. You have the rough-ins as well for the laundry, and yeah, your furnace. And this is it's the double car garage, pretty massive actually. Um, you know, and this is the exterior entrance, separate entrance. So your renter will be essentially entering from here. Still doing the landscaping outside. You can see it's brand new, so a lot of construction still going on. But that being said, a property like this, 4 or 5 years ago in Calgary, you could possibly get for 550, maybe 575. Um, and now we're up to the 700s, right? So this is kind of like down southwest actually in the city. It's pretty down, about 25 to 30 minute drive, depending on how fast and how busy the traffic is. But you can see they're doing construction here. I'd say give it 5 years, it'll grow like crazy. Looking at how much demand we have for housing, and um, how short we are on actually on the supply of houses, right? Last house here being built, not the last house, but current house. Then they're gonna go around here. So a couple years from now, it's gonna go higher in value and definitely get more expensive and busier here. So and this is the good thing about Calgary, right? Because essentially the city grows, like it grows outside. We have a lot of land, right? So like it's not like Toronto where you could go so far and then you have to start building up. But we could go horizontally outside of keep the city growing. And looks like we have a school here. This is another community. Have a playground, have a Shoppers Drug Mart, and we have a Sobeys for grocery shopping. And that's about it. All right. Is there anything else we missed here? Um, no, everything else is. But yeah, essentially, right? And looking at the basement, like if you were to live up just yourself, let's say if you're a family guy, you have a family, you're in your family and your kid and your wife, um, or your husband are moving into here. I was actually looking like down here where it's being built. Um, People are asking between 1,000 to 1,200. Because it's a little bit outside of downtown. Of course, the closer you get to downtown, the more expensive it's gonna get. But just looking at this, you can easily ask between 1,000 to $1,200 a month, which is gonna be a great mortgage helper. And the commute is not too bad. You know, about 25 minute drive to downtown, core downtown Calgary. All right, guys. So there you have it. So essentially, Calgary is the fourth biggest city in Canada, as you can see, right, right below Vancouver, with 1.3 million people in population. I'm actually surprised that Montreal has 3.6 million people. There's a lot of people out there. Um, but this is what it offers. So if you're a teacher, pharmacist, graphic designer, truck driver, nurse, any position where you can actually move from city to city and find a job really easily, look into Calgary. Come check it out. You can, live in a house for about a year. And after that year, you could buy a second house or you could choose to move back to where you lived before. If like, yeah, maybe, I don't know if I want to live here, but it's a nice city. There's a lot of pros about it. There's a lot of things you're gonna like here. We have a lot of events that go on through the summer. Even throughout the year when it's even cold, there is still stuff to do out here. And on top of that, there's a lot of different programs. Let's say if you're buying cash, as a cash buyer, there's a lot of programs out here that favor cash buyers to tap into multifamily and leverage up to 95% of the purchase price and put 5% down, as long as you meet some certain criteria and qualifications. So definitely open to chatting more about Calgary versus Toronto or any other big city in Canada. But you're getting a lot of value, compared to at least Toronto. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know as well. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video.